Both former U.S. Interior Assistant Secretary Tony Babauta and Congresswoman Bordallo deny that HR4901 was introduced to remove residency requirements to allow Babauta to run for office on Guam. Here's more. Congresswoman Bordallo introduced HR4091 to amend the Organic Act of Guam and remove the 5-year residency requirement to run for the office of Senator, Governor, or Lieutenant Governor of Guam.
I think it's incumbent upon her to be able to explain where the impetus, what was the reason for this.
Some have suggested that the bill was introduced to allow the Congresswoman's former staffer and former U.S. Interior Assistant Secretary for Insular Areas, Tony Babauta, to run for office on Guam. However, Babauta denied this on The Breakfast Show with Ray Gibson on News Talk K57 this morning, saying that he is currently residing here and will have resided here for 5 years by 2018, which is the gubernatorial election. Congresswoman Bordallo also denied this during an interview with PNC this morning. And your response to the questions that are out there in the community as to whether or not this bill was specifically introduced to allow Tony Babauta to be able to qualify to run for office here on Guam?
No, not anybody in particular. This was just, I just looked at the other states and found out that their local community, their local Senate, or their local legislatures had, put together the time requirement for the office of governor and lieutenant governor and the members of the legislature.
Senator Blas, meanwhile, has introduced a local measure that would lock in the residency requirement at 5 years. However, he still questions the motives behind the introduction of the Congresswoman's bill.
It wasn't an issue. It hasn't been an issue. So where did this come from? I would hope that future legislation is something that would be vetted first, with the people before something like this, would be introduced there.
And Babauta has made no secret of his intention to seek political office on Guam. However, again, both he and the Congresswoman say this bill was not meant for him.